Boom, boom, boom. What's up, traders? And welcome back to my channel. Total profits on the day $2,673.80. My account opened this morning up at $27,204. Growing this small account challenge, just grinding along, baby. One day, one step at a time. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. So, SEII, this one was number one stock on my watch list this morning. Pre-market wasn't the greatest, so didn't really like. I didn't really like a lot of things going on pre-market. ITUS was one of them. Just nothing really going on. SEI, this one, the float was low and the pre-market volume was decent, but just nothing really crazy. So I longed it first, and then I shorted it, and then I longed it. So we'll go over the trades here. So but first I longed it twice. Then I shorted it, then I longed it, and then I shorted again. I'm sorry, it was long, short, long. So yeah, tomorrow we'll open just shy of $30,000. So far, we're looking good at close out the week above $30,000 and just keep growing the count. So I asked my members yesterday in my mentorship session, if I should just stick with this broker or transfer the funds out. But I might just stay with them and just keep growing the count up. So that way there's already enough time in between from when I transitioned from SureTrader and pulled the funds out. So I'll just continue to go with this broker and keep growing the count up to $100,000. And I guess once we get there, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we pull the plug or if we'll just keep going with it. So like I said, we'll see what happens when I get there. Let's go over the trades here. So SEII, first there was ITUS. This one I was watching pre-market, but just nothing really going on with this one. Wasn't really feeling it so much. The volume just when it opened, just not a whole lot going on with it. And then there was SEI. I saw this one squeeze out of the gates. I actually bought it for this pre-market high right here. So you can see I bought it twice. I sold it for the quick pop. It pulled back and then it popped up again, and then I bought it, and then it pulled back, and I basically had a loss on it. So I gave back some profit on this one. But I was still green on the day. And then all of nowhere, started having higher lows, started pushing up, squeezed up. I jumped in with this one, shorted it, and I added to my position up here just because there was a lot of selling pressure going on. So watching the level 2 and time and sales, a lot of selling pressure going on. It wasn't very strong. It was very weak. So I was like, I'm going to short this one. And you can see I covered right here. Actually kind of went heavy with size here. Wasn't too happy with that because if it did, keep squeezing up, would have squeezed me out. Would have been a pretty much would have get back on my profits from yesterday. And then I cover right here. And then basically I was looking for a new candle, make a new high. It started ripping up. I longed it twice. This was a stupid trading right here. These two entries were stupid. I actually held onto this thing a lot longer than I wanted to. I don't know. It just got to the point where after I covered here and it squeezed up, I longed it because it looked like it looked like this time it was going to break the high of the day. As you can see, this area right here, 486, this is a key area. These two key area right here is major resistance. So as you can see, SEI can really run. I mean, it can really rip, which is why I covered it right away. I was afraid that I was going to get squeezed out, so I was like, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to cover right away. I'm in pretty good size. And then I pull back and start to rip again. That's when I longed it, essentially looking to get that daily chart, the daily chart break. However, oops, okay, there we go. However, we just really, the volume, it was basically doing the tug of war battle. So, I was basically, I was up pretty nice with the cushion. So I was able to let the trade work for me a little bit, but this was my first trade on the day. I would have cut it off because I had a nice little cushion on the day with profit. I was basically just trying to hold on to it, let it work for me a little bit more. And then right here, it kept trying to break this resistance area. Finally, I saw the volume coming in, and then boom, I sold it right here. And the reason I sold it at 477, is because at 480, you had heavy sellers on the level 2. And this is why it's very important to use a broker platform that displays full in-depth level 2. Okay, because I was able to see these heavy sellers here trying to hold it down. As soon as I saw that, I just hit my hotkey, jumped out, took the profit. Then what happens? Boom, it washes extremely hard. I buy for the quick dip, sell for the quick pop. And at that point, I was just like, yep, I'm pretty much done with this one. But as you guys can see, you know, that's why it's very important to, you know, take profits quick when you have them, because if I didn't sell it right here, I would have got dumped on, and then it basically just came all the way down today. So, you know, not an easy trade. SEI, it wasn't very easy. Didn't really like a whole lot. A little bit reckless on it, you know. I'll admit that I'm not too happy with it for my entries and my exits. A little bit reckless, a little bit, you know, going with heavy size. You know, and I could do that now because the account's growing larger. Because, you know, I go over that $25,000 mark. I open the day at $27,000. I could have, you know, basically be a little bit more reckless. You know, basically, you know, risking, you know, taking a $3,000 to $4,000 loss on the day. It's you know, for the right setups. Because like I said, SEII, it tells me, what does the chart tell me? The chart tells me that, like this day here, it had a low of 313 and it had a high of, call it 633. So it could, like I said, when it wants to move, it could really move. And if we would have got over this 482 area, this 486 area, we would have had a push over $5 and it would have really squeezed up. So that's why, you know, I covered the short right away, and I was a bit more patient with my long entry, a little bit more patient because I was really trying to get that push, and then I saw that stuff. I saw that those big sellers here on the ask, and it was just like, I'm out. And like I said, saw the big washout. When I saw the washout happen, had to take advantage of that. So yeah, guys, that's my trade for today. SEII. Tomorrow we'll open right around a little bit less than $30,000, growing the count. Baby steps, one step at a time, grinding each and every single day. But anyways, I hope this video helps you guys in some shape, way, or form. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're stopping in for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button in the face. And I will see all you dudes in the next video.